Hello, Luminaries. It is Tanner Morgan Salmons here, and I'm so excited to get to share with you some ideas on building your business using social media. And what we first must understand is that Poetic Exchange is so new, and building brand awareness is really, really important. And that helps Poetic help us, if you know what I'm saying. So there are a couple ways we can partner with Poetic to build brand awareness. First, we can use Poetic hashtags. They have done all the marketing and research to develop these hashtags, so it's really important that we use them in all of our Poetic-related posts. So let's be sure to use hashtag Poetic Exchange and hashtag What Matters Most whenever we're sharing something poetic. Second, let's make sure we are using a couple forms of social media. That will help us get our businesses in front of as many people as possible. So I use Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, as well as YouTube. I love that Instagram offers a share to Facebook feature so that you can share to two audiences at once. And so I'm going to hopefully show you what that looks like here. You can see here on my iPad, I've got the post ready up here, and then right here you can see that Facebook icon, and I've got it turned on. So what you do is you select your picture, you write your post, and then make sure you click that, make sure the Facebook lights up blue, and you can see there you can share to all those other things as well, but I always share to Facebook before you click share, and that will really help you share to two audiences at once. So now let's talk about building your personal social network. And here's a saying that I have. I like to use social media as a way to keep connected, not get connected. For example, when I visit a really cool boutique or I find a brand that I love, a store that I love to follow them on Instagram and Facebook. A lot of times that will result in a follow back, or it might even get your product or your network to broaden. It might even get you in front of another market or another audience. Another thing that I love to do is I love to follow my guests from my exchanges on social media. Now, what I always like to do is I like to make that clear at my exchanges that I love to send out friend and follow requests because that helps them keep connected with me. And for example, what I have found is when doing this, a lot of times if there's an issue with their jewelry or they would like to purchase more jewelry, they will reach out to me privately via social media, and then I can help them privately. And also, you are staying in front of them as their go-to jewelry girl, or they are one-stop shop for gift-giving occasions, which is really, really fun. So here's an example of something that I typically would not do when I am building my social network. If I get a friend or follow request from somebody that I do not know or I'm not sure that I know, I always like to check them out before I accept. I always check our mutual friends or followers, and I also kind of like to ask around, even if there are a few friends and followers. That way you can make sure that you know that person, and then it's not a scam or a hacker, because we have to worry about that now. So don't accept friend requests that you don't know who they are, because that's not great. And for example, like if I'm working with a charity or I'm affiliated with a charity or group of people, any type of group of people, I do not typically send out friend requests or follow requests to all of those affiliated with that group. That can kind of seem stalker-ish or maybe just feel a little icky, and it's not a best practice for social media. However, whenever I'm beginning to build a relationship with someone, I always pretty much immediately send that friend or follow request when I'm beginning to build that relationship. Remember to use social media as a way to keep connected and not get connected, and you will have such great success. So next I want to share some things that I do to increase sales and sponsoring through social media. Now, we've already covered some great social media tips, and what I want to first say is that all of those things that I just mentioned will also help you increase sales and sponsor, but let's talk about sales and sponsoring more specifically. First, choose a few forms of social media and keep those updated. Like I said, I use Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube, but you will always find that my my Instagram page and my Facebook page are always updated. Second, do not underestimate the power behind being poetic. And I'm going to explain what that means to you. So I hope you understand, or if you're new to Poetic Exchange, I hope you quickly learn how Poetic Exchange is so unique to the social selling and direct selling worlds. No one else does this level of customization in the quality that we know and love. Okay, so we're really unique, and we carry highly personalized jewelry, and not to mention all of our fabulous finished pieces that are exclusive to Poetic Exchange that complement that personalized jewelry so well. So we are so unique. So share Poetic Exchange. Share your story. Share your what matters most. Lastly, I would like to talk about the importance of following Poetic Exchange and Waxing Poetic on their social media accounts. That's a really great way to keep connected with Poetic Exchange and Waxing. And I'm going to share with you a couple tips about what I do with that as well. They both use Instagram and Facebook regularly, and they also have Pinterest accounts. So our marketing department has worked so super diligently to create social media campaigns that are not only effective from a marketing standpoint, but they're also super poetic. And so what you can do is, by following them, you can use their marketing campaigns on social media. So you can save the image, and you can copy and paste the text, or simply share. That's a great way to keep your social media updated, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. So here's a little trick that I use often. If you are following Waxing on social media, or you are receiving email campaigns from Waxing Poetic, you will see some beautiful verbiage and beautiful poetry within those emails and within those marketing campaigns on social media. And when I'm not feeling super creative, or I'm in a rush and need a great post really quick, I often click over to the Waxing Poetic side, and I find some verbiage that I love and associate that with a Poetic Exchange image. And so I'm going to show you an example of that here. This is a Poetic Exchange image, of course, and then down here you will see a quote from Waxing Poetic, and that was simply, it was got a lot of following on social media, and that was simply some poetry from the Waxing side put together with a Poetic Exchange image, and it was a really great social media post that I got a lot of response to. So there's a little idea I'd like to share with you, personal thing that I do. Another thing, my last bit of wisdom for today, is to continue to share your poetic journey. Not every post needs to be targeting a sale of an item or a piece of jewelry. Trust me when I say that the jewelry will do that on its own. What I think is really important is to share your story, share your poetic journey, and allow that to truly speak for itself, because the jewelry will certainly speak for itself. Post the stories that go along with your custom creations from your customers and your hostesses. How amazing is that? What that does is it enables other people to think creatively about their story and envision their story in either our Totem or Ride-On collections. Be sure to share your customers and hostesses images of their custom Ride-Ons and their totems. That's really powerful. And that will help them obviously envision their stories and think about what they would write on their next cuff or ring, or what their totem what glyphs would be on their totem. Last thing I want to mention is trainings in your back office. We have amazing social media trainings located under resources in your back office. Those delve a little bit more into different forms of social media and how they work, and what best practices for individualized avenues of social media. So those are 3 great trainings in your back office. And also, don't forget, we have an amazing app, and on our app, you will find images, you will find posts already created for you, share features, and don't forget, anything that you do on your app will result in points for you to earn some really cool stuff. So don't forget those trainings in the app. So thank you so much for allowing me to share with you today. I hope this is super helpful. If you have any specific questions, please reach out to me at tannersalmons@gmail.com. And I'm so glad that I got to share with you on social media and how we can use it to build our business. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye.